Hey guys, welcome back to my beautiful little commentary, and now we have reached the double digits of it, which is part 10. Why did I sounded like a sellout? I have no idea. Anyways, let's just move on to Mulan, which, to be completely honest, I have not seen in a long time, similar to Hercules, actually. I'm not going to say that, from what I remembered, it wasn't a bad film. I actually really liked it. And what I remember the most about it was the three guys that would hang out with Mulan, which was Yao, Ling, and Xian Po. They were actually my favorite characters, actually even more than Mushu, which surprisingly a lot of people complained about that Mushu wasn't in my top 10 Disney sidekicks, actually. I just want to say, I kind of apologize. I don't know what to say. I didn't really think about Mushu back then. Yeah, I really don't know. It's just a top 10 list that I've done such a long time ago, actually. So, but I have an interesting story to tell you, actually. I remember in 1998, around the same time Mulan was released, I saw a parade down at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It was an entire Mulan parade. And, yeah, from what I remember, it pretty much shows the entire movie in the form of that parade. So, it's Mulan in about, like, half an hour, pretty much. And it kind of makes sense why they would do it there, mainly because the movie was literally made at the Art of Animation in Disney's Hollywood Studios. And personally, I think the idea of having actual animators working on a Disney film at a place where we can all see it happening, I find it really good. And I think they should bring it back because, I mean, who wouldn't want to go see like animators working on something that will eventually be in theaters worldwide, and then you would look at that poster and say, I have seen that in progress, and now I'm going to see the final product, and you will see that little scene that the animator worked on, and then you'll feel like a sense of glee or like a special feeling saying like, oh, I've seen that made, oh my god, this is so cool. You know, they should bring that back. They should bring that idea back. Although there are a few setbacks I can imagine. Like, yeah, like now the animator has to be seen by thousands of people all the time. Like he's been continuously being watched. Did I made up a word, or is it just me? Continuously? Oh, whatever. Anyways, so yeah. Let's move on to Tarzan right now, and for me, just like Hunchback of Notre Dame, I find Tarzan to be one of the better second half of the Disney Renaissance films, mostly due to the animation, because I find it to be one of the best examples of a mix of computer animation and hand-drawn animation. Because at first glance on the computer animation, you would not really guess that it's actually computer. Like, not for like at the first seconds, like that's computer animation right there. No, like what they do right here is like they just do like the Keep Deep Canvas thing. They just add in something that would look like a painting, and I find it really, really good. In contrast to other animated films that has hand-drawn animation, but also like very obvious computer animation used for like effects and stuff like that. A good example I can think of that is not used very properly is Don Bluth's Titan AE. I'm not saying that it's a bad film, but the way that they use the computer animation in contrast to the hand-drawn is not really well made. Like, the vehicles is pretty good. It's not that bad. You know, the spaceship, the space, all that stuff, you know, you can do that. But one thing that is not cool with me about it is that the characters, which are 2D hand-drawn, would go and wear 3D spacesuits. You know, like 3D computer-animated spacesuits. And my problem with it is that it's so out of place. You know, it's like if you get an actual spacesuit and you put in a cardboard cutout inside. You know something is not right in there. It's just... It doesn't feel right. It's, like I said, it's totally out of place. Fantasia 2000, my thoughts on it, I might as well pretty much repeat what I just said in my top 10 best animated sequels, but in case you guys haven't seen it, might as well say it. Since I did mention that the original Fantasia is actually my favorite film of all time, so I will say this. This is overall a really good movie. I will, you know, it stays true to the original. You know, it does, it has some very, it adds in more to what the original had. One thing that it did better is the variety of different art styles. Like right here, Rhapsody in Blue has an Al Hirschfeld design, or the Firebird segment where it has all the where it has a painting feeling to it, or this one, or yeah, the Stinfest Soldier is done all in computer animation. I like the different variety. However, there are two big flaws that makes it inferior to the original. Number one being that it's focusing on being more humorous than being actual art. Like, it's trying to be more funny than it actually is serious. A good example what I mean is this segment right here with the flamingos and all that stuff, the flamingos and the yo-yos, and the pomp and circumstance with Donald Duck. The thing is that it's not bad, but it doesn't feel like you're watching art, like what you feel in Fantasia. You feel like you're watching a cartoon, and that's what I loved about Fantasia. You feel like you're watching something new. You feel like something that hasn't been done before. In here, you're watching a cartoon. Everybody has seen a cartoon. And another one, it has to do with the humor part of it, is the use of celebrities. The many different hosts, it really does get annoying. Because some of them are trying to out-funny themselves, like Steve Martin or Penn and Teller, or out of all people, James Earl Jones. Really, dude? You know, I recommend just sticking with one celebrity. I don't care if it's Steve Martin. I don't care if it's just Steve Martin, but just stick with just one host. And, you know, interestingly enough, I mentioned that the flamingos... Excuse me? The flamingo segment is actually my favorite part of out of all the Fantasias. That was before I started all this, actually. That was before I created animation Lookback. That was when I saw the actual movie and when I was 8 years old. Yeah, when I was 8 years old and I actually saw the movie in IMAX theaters. And I would have to say right now, my favorite segments in Fantasia would be the Sorcerer's Apprentice and the Firebird segment. Might as well not stick to Fantasia 2000 right now for too long, because right now, well, we might be almost running out of time and I have to talk. I need to, well, it's not that I need, I kind of, right now you see dinosaurs you want me to hear about. You want to hear me talking about dinosaurs. So anyways, dinosaurs, I find it kind of funny that nobody really remembers that much of dinosaurs. And I wouldn't blame them, because it doesn't look like a Disney film at all. It doesn't look like anything like any other film like The Little Mermaid or Snow White or something like that. And every time dinosaur is mentioned, people either think of two things. The computer-animated dinosaur ripoff, or the ride at Disney Animal Kingdom. which I find it kind of odd that it's inspired by the movie, yes, but I feel like there's no relation with the actual movie itself. You know, it's like the story is pretty much you're in this time-traveling jeep finding an iguanodon, and that's the only relation with the movie. It has an iguanodon and that horned Tyrannosaurus Rex. It is a pretty good ride, I do have to admit. It gets kind of dark, but it's good. So, and yeah, pretty much. And that's pretty much it. I'll join you guys next time, and see you later, dudes.